As cold and flu season approaches, we're wearing masks, washing our hands, and using hand sanitizer more frequently. But our hands are not the only parts of our body that we should be sanitizing. Dr. Michael Maniak joins us with some helpful tips. Doctor, it's great to have you. So what are some of the most effective ways to slow the spread of infection-causing germs?
Well, I think that we have learned a lot during this pandemic, and some of the major things have been championed regularly, such as washing your hands regularly, using hand sanitizer if you can't wash your hands, if you sneeze or cough, to do so into the crook of your arm or into some tissues, and then to avoid touching your face. And why it's important, particularly that latter part about touching your face, is that we touch our face about 100 times a day. And the nose, which is under-recognized as a source of infection, is actually something we need to be aware of. The nose is a portal of entry for these organisms into your body, so it's a source of infection for the person, the individual person, but it also is a way to spread these germs to other people, whether they're bacteria or viruses. And so we need to be aware of that and avoid touching our face and scratching our nose. And then to incorporate sanitizing your nose as part of our preventive practices.
So if someone's never sanitized their nose before, how often should they do it, and how do they do it?
So yes, it's very important to recognize and understand how to sanitize your nose. And you need to use a product that's FDA regulated. And these need to be something that incorporate at least a 60% alcohol base into this product. And the easiest ones to use are a nasal swab type of product that you swirl around in each one of your nostrils 3 or 4 times. Now that then spreads that alcohol-based compound into the nose, and it kills greater than 99% of all organisms in there, whether they're bacteria or viruses. It's very simple to do. It takes probably a minute to do. And once you do it, you have protection for 12 to 15 hours. So you can do it once or twice a day and have very long protection. It is it's very easy. It doesn't hurt, doesn't bother you. It's easier than getting the coronavirus test where they swab your nose. So it's very simple to do and should be thought about as part of our protective practices.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something that people have definitely not thought about. And, on another topic, a lot of folks will be traveling this holiday season despite the pandemic and attending family gatherings. So very quickly, what are your top tips for staying safe when they attend those gatherings and also when they travel?
Yeah, I think the first thing is when you think about traveling, then you want to minimize the amount of time that you're in an area where other people can congregate. So rest stops or airports and places like that, or places where there's common ground, like restaurants and different sites where you might have a lot of people come through. You also, when you're traveling, you need to take enough personal protective equipment for yourself and whoever's traveling with you. So the masks and hand sanitizers and things that you need to take with you. So if you are mindful of the fact that you want to minimize your amount of time that you spend in public areas, then that's helpful. Then when you're meeting, with your families or your friends, hopefully they have done similar things, and you can minimize the amount of potential for infection. And you would follow the same social, procedures that we've talked about, which is social distancing and washing your hands frequently, and avoid touching your face now, and sanitize your nose. To learn how to do that, you can go to a website. It's a very good website, actually. It's called sanitizeyournose.org. So sanitize your nose is one word, .org. And it will show you exactly the type of products that you should use to sanitize your nose and how easy it is to apply.
Dr. Michael Maniak, a lot of great advice. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you today about this important process.
Of course. And stay where you are. The Blend will be right back.